Hey everyone, welcome back to Metal Gear Solid. In the last episode, a whole bunch was dropped. I won't reveal it here in case you clicked on this video by accident, because some pretty major shizzle has gone down. But we are heading into the control room to enter PAL code number 3 and see what that entails. So, chaff at the ready. There we go. And in we bust. Now guys, some pretty major stuff is going to go down now, so watch with amazement. And I shall lift your jaws off the floor straight afterwards.
Detonation code activated.
Oh.
Ready for launch.
I deactivated it.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to FOXHOUND.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning, just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the FOXHOUND vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Oh.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Oh. It's such a good twist.
Liquid. How the...
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
Oh, it's such a good twist. I remember being absolutely gobsmacked when I first played this game. Right, jaws off the floor, guys. We need to survive this. So, gas mask on. Now, let's have a ring around, shall we?
Snake, gas! Do something!
Yeah, sorry, it was last
Snake,
night.
follow Emmerich. He should be able to break through security.
Ah. Such a good twist.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
Awesome. Otacon is on the case.
All you can do is wait for Dr. Emmerich to open the door. Stay alive, Snake.
Oh, such a good twist. It's such a good twist. Genuinely right. My jaw was on the floor.
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Okay. Let's just make sure there's nothing else in here. Oh, hello. Let's get out of here before the... That's it, guys. We've set in motion the ending. I think we all know who that is. Let's do this thing. Oh, so excited.
Snake! Did you like my sunglasses? You'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. And you performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and decoy Octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged, along with the bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox dye.
Fox die? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
Ooh.
I wonder... Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Dye's program. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows.
I wouldn't think they'd culture a virus without making a
Anyway,
vaccine for it.
It might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Arms Tech president and decoy Octopus were killed by Fox Dye, but Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge! You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands! You stole my chance for revenge! Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him! I will destroy him!
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you! Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes!
Oh,
Yeah.
crap. Oh.
Snake, your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon. Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother. Now I'll show you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century.
It's moving.
It's so epic. Just the whole camera angles and everything, it's just so good.
How do I stop it?
It's fucking humongous. This is by far my favourite version of Metal Gear. Like, the actual mech. It's so good. God, proper David Goliath situation, this one. Oh. And you better believe we gotta fight the thing. So, before we begin anything, let's put the body armour on. Cool. Now, first thing we need to do, I think we need to call Hal, because he knows how to kill this thing.
Rex's armor is impregnable. You can't do any damage with the weapons you've got. Rex uses the latest advances in compound armor. The only way you can pierce it is with a high-performance heat round.
So what do I do?
Rex's pilot seat operates exactly like a VR system. It's got multiple sensors connected to a high-tech interface used for the controls. It's completely self-enclosed and shut off from the outside environment.
He's not using his naked eyes?
That's right. So if you could somehow destroy the sensors, do you see that round plate on Rex's left arm?
Yeah, that thing that looks like a shield.
That's a radome. If you can destroy that thing, it won't be able to use its electronic equipment.
So he'll be blinded.
Yeah, try to hit that radome with a Stinger missile.
So that will stop it?
No. Rex was designed so
Great.
it can be controlled manually, too.
Oh, great.
The part that looks like a beak is where the pilot seat is. In an emergency, it'll open up. Rex's armor is perfect. You can't destroy it.
You told me that already.
But the interior is a different story.
I get it. First I destroy the radome. That will force him to open up the pilot's seat.
Right. If you can shoot a Stinger missile into the cockpit, you'll destroy the computer control system.
You intentionally designed it with a weak point?
It's not a weak point. I like to think of it as a character flaw. People just aren't complete without some type of character flaw, don't you think?
Thank God
I owe you one.
he's
Archon.
into, like, Japanese anime and things like that, because no one else would have done that. We might as well do the rounds.
Destroy Metal Gear. We're out of time. If you can't do it, I'll have to resort to my last option.
Last option?
We have a submarine prepared to deliver
Great.
a full nuclear strike on the base.
What the hell?
It probably uses some kind of electronic targeting equipment similar to a tank. If you use chaff, you should be able to confuse it for a little while.
It's actually a very, very good piece of advice. Now, this fight is pretty hard, actually. So, as you can see, because we use the chaff, the missiles are way off kilter. And luckily, we've got quite a few... Oh yeah, you do not want to get stepped on by this thing. If you get stepped on, it is like death. Yeah, those missiles are so hard to dodge. Usually, if those missiles are going off, if you move towards it, that's generally a good Oh, hang up, it's on the move. Oh yeah, and that laser sucks. Do not let... Just don't get hit by this thing if you can help it. To be fair, we're actually doing okay, to be fair. This is such a cool fight, though. Oh. Nearly. Still going? Oh my god, it has the tiniest little drop of health. Well, that's done it in at least.
Did that do it?
Why is it roaring? Oh, hello.
Hurry! Get away! Great Fox.
A name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat.
I thought he's just bench pressing this thing.
You're a terrible snake. You haven't aged well.
I'll send you back to hell!
Oh, go on, Grey Fox, you absolute badass.
Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I am a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi.
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents.
Oh, crap.
I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister. But every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
Fox!
Jesus. Oh
In the
no.
Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use royal harriers.
Fox!
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
Yeah, suck it, Liquid.
Destroyed the radome.
Did what we couldn't.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox, can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
Now! In front of you, I can finally die. After Zanzibar, I was taken from the battle.
Can't do it.
Neither truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light.
No, I can't do it.
Soon it will finally end.
Yeah, if you do try and fire, Snake will say to himself, like, he just can't do it. He can't bring himself to do it.
Die!
Oh He's still alive?
We're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
What an asshole.
Foolish man. He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die!
That's such a shame. I love Grey Fox's character. It's so good. Now, chaff won't work anymore because he's firing manually. However, he will be slightly less accurate. But you do have to be fairly quick. Yeah, that laser sucks. I love they changed the music for this part. Just very quickly, I just want to see if anyone's got anything new to say.
Colonel, Fox is dead.
I know. God rest his soul. Even a soldier needs more to live for than just fighting. Maybe if he'd found something else, he wouldn't have been so haunted.
He was too simple, too pure. There was nothing in this world for him to believe in, so he chose to believe only in himself.
I guess you're right. A man like Fox is really only looking for his death.
Yeah, but if you ask me, there's no happiness to be gained in death. No peace either. I'm gonna leave here alive.
Good. I want that too.
Alright, well, let's get this done then. Gets hit by a laser. On the plus side, you can be it is a bit more forgiving with your targeting as well, thankfully. How many missiles does this thing carry? Well, I know Autoconsider's got a missile module on its back for 8 missiles, but bloody hell. It's firing 3 at a time. Oh crap, I thought I could... Oh crap, that's my last ration. One more. Let the machine guns go. There we go. Oh, is that enough?
Snake, I'll crush you into dust.
We've been trying for 10 minutes and you haven't managed it. God, it sounds like an animal. That's an awesome boss fight, that. Awesome boss fight. How? How are you alive?
Sleeping late as usual, a snake.
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I am done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then, we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here?
It's a very good point, in fairness to him.
Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born.
That's crazy, isn't it?
So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the Genome Soldiers. That's right. The Genome Soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
In fairness, I've only killed about 4.
The Genome Soldiers.
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments! 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
So the genome soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
I'll snake you off, Thick.
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond. In order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you. Look behind you!
Oh,
Meryl,
hello.
is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about FOXHOUND.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
What else has he not told us?
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base.
Crap.
They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about FOXHOUND. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, FOXHOUND was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Oh crap!
Those bastards.
I'm sorry.
She was a
They forced
a
me to
hostage.
cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What?
Whoa.
What are you doing?
What's going on?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
Bastard.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine.
I just sneak up behind him and push him.
You'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle.
Push him over the edge.
Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death.
Great. Hold out, Meryl. Please.
If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it will kill even you. How about you,
Here we go. Time to finally go mano a mano. No weapons. Same amount of life. Let's just do it. Now you can throw him around a bit. You can actually chuck him over the edge early, but if you do that, he'll pretty much always get up. As will you. But if he runs out of life, he'll still keep fighting until you manage to get him over the edge. So it's very much worth not chucking him over the edge, because if you do, you're just wasting time.
What's wrong, Snake?
Ah, shut up.
Nice shot!
Ah, that's the one. I was just about to say, after a while he'll start throwing tackles and they hurt.
It's going to blow!
Yeah, we got nothing. Makes sense. Okay, we're having an okay time with this, to be fair. Oh yeah, when he gets back up as well, he will be in... You can't hit him for a little bit, so... Oh yeah, if he does that, get out of his way, because he will throw a kick at you. Damn it. Like that. Damn it. This is such a tricky little fight. I really thought I was going to get it the first time. It's that tackle that got me. It takes so much life. Yeah, right at the start, he's actually not that aggressive, but as time goes on and his life goes down, it soon changes. That kick of his really hurts.
Nice shot!
It's... Come on, I don't want to build up too many continues if I can help it.
What's wrong, Snake?
Damn it, I can't get the facing right. You gonna even try, Liquid? I feel like I'm in a bit of a loop there, to be honest. Ah. This is the other problem. He's got a dodge, you don't. So. Oh, it's a tricky little fight, this one. I think it's one of the hardest bosses in the game.
How about you, Snake?
Genuinely, I think it's up there with Raven for me. Like, I find that this fight really hard. Just about stopped him putting the boot in there. To be honest, the key is just to be aggressive. Just be aggressive. Oh. And don't throw yourself over the line. Because you will just end up wasting time. I would never ever go for a single punch, because he will just have you.
It's going to blow! What's wrong, Snake? What's wrong, Snake?
Yeah, you don't want to be in an extended fist fight with him, really.
What's wrong,
Because that happens. This is such a hard fight. You got no rations, you got no body armor, you got nothing.
How about you, Snake?
I got you with that kick.
What's wrong, Snake? Better hurry. It's going to blow. Nice shot.
Oh, he stamps as well. I forgot about that.
Better hurry. It's going to blow.
There we go. Damn it. That tackle.
Out of time.
I think you'll find I'm not. Yeah, you can punch him out of it, but it's just too risky. That tackle every time. It just takes such a big chunk. It's like a sixth of your health just gone. Damn it. I'm going to use more continues here than I did the entire game.
How about you, Snake?
So the first part of it, he just runs away more than anything else. It's very rare he'll throw a punch or even a tackle, to be honest. Oh, that's just bull.
What's wrong, Snake? What's wrong, Snake?
Come on, Snake. Pull yourself up, mate.
Better hurry. It's going to blow. Nice shot.
Jesus.
Better hurry. It's going to blow. What's wrong, Snake?
I don't think I've ever done that before. Damn it.
You're out of time.
Don't step on my hand, you little cheat. Got him. That's a tough fight. That's a really tough little fight, that. I'd say it's one of the hardest in the game. Some people might not have trouble with it. I really do have trouble with it.
Meryl. Meryl?
Snake, is that you?
Sure is.
Snake, oh, you're alive.
More to the point, so are you.
God.
Meryl. Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl. That's my codec.
Or whoever could it be?
Snake, it's me.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No. It's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it.
Aww.
Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But...
Unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know. Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks? Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Oh, Otacon, you're the real hero.
Let's get the hell out of here.
What about him? Where's Otacon?
Otacon.
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Guys, we really don't have time for
Me
this.
too.
Come on. It's all lovely, but come on.
Meryl.
I'm going to talk more about the game itself when it finishes and the credits roll. We're not quite there yet.
Snake.
Meryl.
Guys.
It started.
I must be heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
How can you be that relaxed?
Let's get out of here.
Snake, it's freezing outside. You need some clothes.
So do you, in fairness.
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up. Hurry! Looking good, Snake.
Oh dear.
Hurry!
Yeah, we're not quite done yet. Our health does get restored. Now, if you head outside, you'll get a much-needed ration and a 10-minute warning as well. And another ration as well. They'll come in handy.
I'll drive.
Probably for the best.
Damn, a surveillance camera.
Oh, you could have been a bit more careful.
Damn, no keys. All right, keys.
I mean, why are you just shooting me? She's the threat, right?
I got it, Snake. Jump in.
Best.
Fire that machine gun with your weapon button. Shoot him, Snake. Snake, hold on.
I love this. It's so good. This game is amazing. I friggin' love it. Love everything about it. You can play first person as well, look.
We'll never make it.
I mean, I have just cleared a path for you.
Okay, Snake, let's go.
Mad person.
We're not out of the woods yet.
Here they come!
We'll never make it. Snake, clear our path.
I am trying.
You did it, Snake.
I mean, I am a legend. Oh no, what's going on? Oh no.
Yet, Snake! It's not over yet! Liquid!
How? Try and not let him get a shot off. I need as much life as possible. Yeah, he's gonna try and slam us now. Yeah, this section's much easier if you know the first person view trick. Okay. How many bullets can this guy take? I mean, to be fair, we've took a fair few. That's it. Oh, Liquid, you vindictive soul. Why?
Meryl, are you okay?
Yeah, just a little shook up.
Meryl, can you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I can't see him either.
Liquid's dead. Uh-oh.
Snake! Snake!
Wasn't quite as immune as he thought he was. But if Liquid can die from it...
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Good point, actually. Hey!
Can you hear me?
Colonel,
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested.
Good.
Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President.
How?
Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Oh.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry. I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
Truth is, she probably just doesn't know. Just enjoy it. Have the luxury of not knowing when that clock's gonna go off.
Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before, the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA, because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were, and I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the FOXHOUND program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
It's interesting because his name's David, but
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too.
Yeah.
Aww.
Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
Aww.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
So yeah, the voice actor that plays Snake, his name's David Hayter, that's why they use Dave's name. Sorry, I just want to interrupt any of that, because it's amazing. Stick around, guys, there's still more. A lot more. In the 1980s, there were more than 60,000 nuclear warheads in the world at all times. The total destructive power amounted to 1 million times the Hiroshima bomb. In 1993, START 2 was signed, and the United States and Russia agreed to reduce the number of deployed nuclear warheads to 3,000. However, as of 98, there still exists 26,000 nuclear warheads in the world. Scary numbers. Very scary numbers. And there we go. That's it. Now guys, stick around, there's still more at the end. But watch these credits while I talk about the game. And listen to the best track in the whole game. This track is called The Best Is Yet to Come. And the credits for it will be coming up soon. Now, just to unpack that ending. Liquid died, Fox died. Obviously, we don't know when Snake's time is up, but we know that there are sequels, so obviously he does live for a little longer, or, you know, at least a fair bit longer. Now, the bandana that they found is actually the special item that you get for saving Meryl. When you end the game, depending on how you behaved in the torture scene back with Ocelot, all the way back on disc 1, determines the ending. If you submit at any time, you'll actually get Otacon at the end instead of Meryl, and you'll get some slightly different dialogue, but generally they say the same things, and you actually get the stealth gear instead. You actually get Otacon stealth camouflage, which obviously is very useful on subsequent playthroughs. The bandana actually gives you unlimited ammunition, which is less helpful because chances are you want to go through the game without firing too many shots off, but it is useful, especially in boss fights where you need lots of ammunition, like the Stinger for instance. I love that it did this as well, they put actual footage from Alaska in. It's amazing. I remember being so like tearful watching this ending the first time I did it, and bear in mind I first completed this game when I was like 11 years old, so absolutely incredible. This game is so good, like it's just so ahead of its time. It sets so many parameters for action games of the future. The storytelling, the voice acting, the graphics, the stylization, the amount of weapons you have, the bosses, the secrets, the alternate endings, the music. Oh, it's so good. I'd actually say it's perfect. There's a few, like, just outstanding moments. The voice acting throughout the whole thing is stellar. It is stellar. Like, there is no better voice acting on the PS1, in my opinion. Maybe Legacy of Kain might come near it, but this for me is amazing. The characters, you care so much about the little twists, little turns. It's interesting actually, if you replay the game and first time you talk to Master and you're like, but he does give you some pretty sound advice. I didn't do anywhere near as many codec calls as I wanted to. I just didn't want to extend the game too much by putting too many of those codec calls in, because a lot of it was just like chatter, but it is cool. Yeah, I don't know, I love this game. Now, this paves the way for Metal Gear Solid 2, and that is a direct sequel to this game. It's set, I think, 2 years later. Or a couple of years later. A few years later, sorry. I think. I can't remember. Oh, it's so good. I just have no more words for it. It's so good. You know, all the boss fights are great. All the weapons feel useful. All the characters feel meaningful. You know, it's just so much depth. And the worst part is they packed it all into a game that can be finished in like 6 hours. It's just insane. The camera angles and the way they shoot the scenes, it is literally considered like a movie, like a film. And that was just unheard of at the time. I mean, it's still difficult to do now. You know, you see it more now, but this paved the way for that, I think. And, you know, I have so many memories playing this with my dad as well. And talking about it so much, because it was just, there's so much to explore. The FOXHOUND story doesn't end here, by the way. It does actually continue. And I won't say any more about that, because if you want me to, I will very happily, with a massive smile on my face, play Metal Gear 2. potentially 3 as well, if you want me to. Just let me know in the comments below, guys. I haven't actually asked for that much interaction with this Let's Play because I just wanted you to experience it. I wanted you to just feel everything with me. And just, I don't know, if this is your first time seeing Metal Gear Solid, I really hope you've enjoyed it. I mean, if you got this far, I'd like to think you had. Now, there's more to come, so please hang on. Don't go anywhere just yet.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life, and then live.
Take a listen.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. FOXHOUND should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Oh, the final twist in the knife. That final twist. The president was on it all along. And he's the third. He's the final one. So, let me unpack that before I go through this. So, the president knew about the Vector, as in Snake. He knew about the Metal Gear. He knew about everything. And Ocelot is the big sort of bloody asshole that combines everything. He's the one. He's the bugger. Now the DARPA chief knew him. That's why he killed him. Remember, he covered it up as an accident in the torture room. Liquid believed it was an accident. It wasn't. He did it on purpose. He murdered him to keep his cover intact. And then, like, Liquid believed he was the inferior one. He said it a few times during that last scene that he thought he was the inferior one. He wasn't. He was actually the superior one. It was Snake that was inferior. Now, that makes sense because Liquid was hitting faster and hitting harder. So it makes sense. Now, let's do this. So, this is your score. This is the end of the game. You get a score. So, we played on normal, obviously. Playtime was 7 hours, 40 minutes, which I don't believe that's entirely accurate, but we'll go with it. We saved 7 times, and we continued 16 times. At least 11 of those were probably with the Liquid fight, but that's okay. We were found 11 times, we killed 26 enemies, and we got 58 rations consumed. We got the camera and the bandana as special items. We knew about the camera, but the bandana I just explained. And we got the codename Tarantula. Now, I think that's actually one of the better codenames you can get, because the more stealthy you are, the more stealthy the animal you get assigned. Obviously, you can try and go for the best one. I believe if you can get through the game in a certain time, and you play on extreme, and you do it literally silently, or silently as you can anyway, I'm pretty sure you can earn the big boss ranking, so which is interesting. Yeah, we'll definitely save. Awesome. and we get the yellow text to mark that we've done at least one playthrough. Now, it's interesting, because if you play it again, you actually get red text, so if you get the other ending. And then the third one, you know, in the elevator at the start, when you get out of the dock, Snake will actually change into a tuxedo instead of his sneaking suit. You play the whole game with a James Bond-esque tuxedo. It's ace. Guys, I've got no more to say about this game. It is phenomenal fun, and it's a lot of really excellent storytelling. Now, final thoughts. Would you like me to play Metal Gear 2? Because that is, in my opinion, just as good. If you want me to, leave a comment. I'll try and play it whilst I'm getting through Elden Ring. Now, if you want more PS1 games, give me some ideas, guys. What do you want to see? Because I can do it now. I can't wait to play more Metal Gear in the future. Obviously, Metal Gear Solid Delta has just been announced as well, which was announced recently. That's a remake of 3, which, I'll be honest, probably was my least favourite of the games, if I'm honest. Let's go to the options menu to stop this keep happening. There we go. So yeah, it's interesting that 3 was actually a lot of people's favourite, but I just couldn't quite get on with it. But I'd be more than happy to give it another go. This was a long time ago. So, but 2, would you like me to play it? Yes or no? If so, I'm more than happy to dive in. But yeah, if you've got any other questions about the story, guys, leave a comment and I'll try and answer them as best I can without spoiling anything. Try not to, if you want to watch my Metal Gear 2 Let's Play, try not to look too far ahead, because obviously it'll spoil things for you. And but yeah, I've had a great time with this game. Thank you so much for the support. I haven't actually said this, but the support this Let's Play's had, the viewership has been incredible, so thank you. Again, as always, if you're new, subscribe. If you're not new, if you can leave a like and a comment and share it, that'd be great. In fact, if everyone could share it, that'd be even better. And this video has been over an hour and a half. I'm going to leave you to enjoy the rest of your day now. So thank you very much indeed. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I thank you for your viewership and your patience with this Let's Play. Bye-bye for now, guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks.